This large ship model was gifted by Dr. John Burton to Winchester College. Made by the crew of an 18th century French warship in Winchester, this detailed and impressive model has a remarkable story to tell. The model was based off Formidable, an 80-gun, two-decker ship in the French Navy. Built after the embarrassing failure for the French during the War of Austrian Succession, it was one of 34 similar ships built. The new French ships, however, were less powerful than their British counterparts. The ship fought in the 7 Years' War against Britain and Prussia, allied with Russia and Austria. Although originally stationed near America, Formidable formed part of the French fleet at Brest, preparing for an invasion of Britain. There were thousands of troops and transport ships stationed nearby. However, the British Navy kept a close blockade around the French port. On the 14th of November, the British spotted the French ships and gave chase. They were caught on the 20th of November at Quiberon Bay in Brittany. In this oil painting by Richard Wright, entitled The Battle of Quiberon Bay, 21st of November 1759, the day after, we can see Formidable on the far left. Formidable, at the rear of the French lines, was, as one British surgeon wrote, pierced like a colander by the number of shot she received in the course of the action. The crew of the ship surrendered and were taken captive. The French were defeated, ending any future attempts to invade Britain. Resolution, the ship that the crew surrendered to, can be seen run aground in the foreground. This set of battle orders from 1759 was purchased for the Fellows Library in 2019. The positions of each ship were added 3 days before the battle. Formidable is the third ship on the page. After the battle, Formidable was brought to Britain, where this plan was made in 1759. The ship served in the Royal Navy before being broken up in 1768. Of the original 600-ish crew, 200 were killed in the battle, 250 were wounded and allowed to stay in France, and the remainder were taken prisoner and kept at Winchester. Some were paroled in 1760, but some stayed until the war was over. Whilst the prisoners were at Winchester, they must have made the model. There is little evidence about the acquisition of the ship by Burton, but the college accounts provide evidence of contact with the French prisoners, although not of a substantial enough purchase being made. It is likely that Burton bought the model directly from the prisoners. Since Burton's acquisition and gift, the model has lived a unique life. The first record regarding it is in an article by Geoffrey Callender, future director of the National Maritime Museum in 1912. The article claims that the model was held in Frohman's Chantry whilst it was a library. After the library and chantry had been dispersed, the ship was shamelessly used as a Christmas decoration in Hall. The bursar, T.E. Kirby, rescued the model. The current rigging dates from the early 20th century, testament to the amount of damage which the model had endured. Between 1908 and 1920, the model was loaned to the Royal Naval College at Osborne. After 1920, it was kept in a classroom, a common room, and the CCF's armoury. In 2018 and 19, the model was restored at the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, before taking up permanent residence in the new Hall foyer. The restoration began with a light surface cleaning, which removed some fungal growth and crystalline residues. Minor corrections and repairs were then made to the rigging, including removing a number of incorrect features. The largest part of the restoration process was the removal of modern paint, especially the white on the lower hull, as can be seen in the bottom left. Doing this revealed the original Latin inscription, top left and right, written in a red matte paint. Other crudely applied modern paint was removed. Some parts were recovered from the hull. Among the general dust and wood shavings were some original guns. The guns depicted in the photo are made from lead. The lead ones were originally located on gun carriages in the forecastle. 2 are still rigged in the model today. The lead guns are much more detailed than the other guns. Note how the top gun has a touch hole used for firing. The other guns were originally painted green to give the appearance of weathered bronze. The green wooden guns, gun carriages, 5 gun port lids, rigging and 2 ceramic spheres were recovered. A recovered set of companionway steps were reset in their original position. Photography of the inside was also possible. Here is an endoscopic view showing the guns in situ. There are 2 wooden beams on which the 15 guns on crude carriages are set. There are also the remains of ropes and wooden blocks, which show that the guns could be moved in and out to imitate firing. Here is the lower section of the main mast. The frames, deck beams and planking can be seen, all held in place by wooden tree nails. The large number of tree nails makes an inverted hedgehog. The dark interior contrasts starkly with the golden figurehead of the ship. It is possibly a Roman deity, such as Mars, the god of war. The Latin inscription mentions that the ship was made by French prisoners of war in the nearby King's House in 1760. The model was made using traditional techniques by placing planks of wood onto the internal frame. The deck is made from oak and much of the upper body is made from pine and other soft woods. To learn more about the construction of the ship and the woods used, alongside many of the topics I have touched on, read the booklet produced by Winchester College about the model. The link is in the YouTube description. The model is unique because it accurately depicts a real-life ship. Usually, models would be made to prepare for the construction of a ship. It is the earliest known ship model built by prisoners of war. Thank you for watching this video about Le Formidable. You can see the model in the foyer of New Hall and see images of it on my museum website. The link is in the YouTube description. Make sure that you have liked this video and subscribed to my YouTube channel. For more content like this, watch the other videos in this series, John Burton and his gifts, and visit my website, godtress.wixsite.com/cornucopia.